The Detroit Lions nailed the draft, and now they're making some calculated risks or calculated signings when it comes to the undrafted free agents. And they've got a guy that's a massive 6'5" center that we're going to highlight in this video. Let me know in the comments your favorite draft pick. We've been doing that here the last couple of videos, and it's really interesting to see who everyone likes. Obviously, the big dude, Giovanni Manu from British Columbia, is just kind of like, wow, what if he works out? What if he works out? He's just massive and athletic, and can't wait to see what happens there. But here's the guy that we're going to talk about. 6'5" center. And when you come to undrafted free agents, I really like undrafted free agents, but I also am real about it. It's a long shot, and there's a reason they weren't drafted. And, you can go through the list of like, the numbers, you're typically not going to make the team or play much, but there are situations where you provide crucial depth, and center is a spot where I think it's absolutely wide open. Backup center is something that we need, and we know that Frank Ragnow is got injury history, and so we have to be very serious about that. And I like to see that the Lions are taking it serious by bringing in 2 undrafted free agent centers, and let's take a look at it. So if you look, Frank Ragnow, Michael Neese. I don't even know who that is, honestly. That doesn't even, am I missing something there? Michael Neese? Let me know in the comments. Help me out. But here's the 2 undrafted free agents. You got Duke Clemens and Bryan Hudson. And we're going to look at Bryan Hudson. He's a Louisville center. He's big. He's got a lot of production, and curious to see what happens here. So if you look at him, let's take a look. So yes, from Louisville, and he's 6'5", 305. He was named first team All ACC, also the winner of the 2003 Jacobs Blocking Trophy, which goes to the best blocker in the ACC. He was the best lineman in the ACC. So the ACC is just like, well, okay. It's like, well, it's not the SEC, but still, you're the best lineman in the ACC, and now you're on our team. I feel good about that at a position that we need. So let's go into camp, be competitive, and see what's going on. So despite battling a knee injury for over half the year, Hudson still started all 14 games, logged 490 pass block snaps, and almost 1,000 total blocking snaps. In that time, allowed 1 sack, 3 quarterback hits, and 10 quarterback hurries. So in pass blocking situations, almost 500 pass blocks, 1 sack. And the thing about center is you can get things happen and you're one-on-one sometimes, right? Out of 490 pass blocking snaps, I mean, how many of those was he one-on-one? Only allows 1 sack. And so I'm getting all this information from, actually went to the Louisville Football Report to find it. He's a native of Georgetown, Kentucky, and his first 2 seasons were at Virginia Tech, his last 3 at Louisville, only allowing 6 sacks, in his 61 career games played. He's a sports career efficiency. He's got a 98. What? He sports a career efficient rating, of 98.2% per PFF. It's like, okay, like this guy. And so when you compare him to the other undrafted free agents, we got UCLA's center, and then there's Bryan Hudson. Also, a couple other notable undrafted free agents. Steel Chambers. I always thought he was a little better, or he just has a cool name, and maybe that's why he stood out. I'm not an Ohio State fan. I don't follow them, but when Michigan played him, it's like Steel Chambers. Got him. Okay. Love that. Got a couple other offensive linemen, but right here at center to bring in the competition, that's what I'm really most curious about, to kind of see what that looks like. Because if you go back to the Lions depth chart, which, by the way, incredible, the amount of talent on the offensive side of the ball. Jared Goff, David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs. Then you look at the running back room. They don't even have what's his name here listed as a running back, the guy we took in the 4th round. Anyway, Jared Goff, Hendon Hooker. Hello. Like the Hendon, this is just where the Lions get it. They just get it. We take Hendon Hooker. The Atlanta Falcons are trying to do something like this, and they take the dude at 8th overall, Michael Penix Jr. And it's so your starting quarterback's like, what's going on? He's not really a backup, but Hendon Hooker, we get an outstanding player. Jared Goff's not threatened. Hendon Hooker's like, yep, I'm right where I'm here. I'm one play away. That mindset, crazy. Sam Laporta, Penei Sewell. Here's Zeitler, Frank Ragnow, Graham Glasgow, Taylor Decker. So we've got an aging offensive line, except for Penei Sewell. I mean, awesome. What an incredible. He had his press conference today talking about just he fits everything about the Lions, and he is the Lions, and the Lions are him, and it's just awesome to see. Jameson Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Khalif Raymond. Offensively, just feels so good about it. Would love to sign another veteran wide receiver just to kind of see where we're at there. But all of a sudden, and this is where I want to point to on the offensive depth chart, this interior offensive line just feels so much better after the draft. First of all, Giovanni Manu, hopefully pans out right away and could be a backup tackle. I don't know. But then Christian Mahogany, he is like going to make the team, going to be a backup guard that we need. And then one of these two guys, Bryan Hudson, Duke Clemens, backup center. You still got Colby Swordsdahl. You still got some of the other guys, but just feel so much better about our depth behind these guys because they are going to get injured. There's going to be movement 100%, but man, it feels good. Now, if you go on to the defensive side of the ball, now look at the depth chart now that we've kind of got our draft picks in and everything. Marcus Davenport. Don't forget about him. There was a lot, and this I like this because all the orange is rookies. Marcus Davenport and the green is free agents that we added. Is somebody that we're kind of forgetting about. We've said we all know we need defensive end help for Aiden Hutchinson. I get it, right? I get Marcus Davenport's not like a headliner, but he's better than John Kaminsky. He's better than the Aquara brothers. And also we've got what's his name? Can't see it anywhere. James Houston. James Houston's kind of chilling out here. So Levi Onwuzurike, he might be off the team by the time we get through this. Broderick Martin's going to be backing up. And there's just so much depth. It goes all the way. Like these other two columns over here, they may not even make the team. Because you can only keep 53 guys. So if you got 11 on offense, 11 on defense, and then go the two deep, that's 11, 22, 44, just like that. Couple specialists, that only leaves room for 4 or 5, 6 other guys outside of the two deep, which is crazy. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Kind of looked at the depth chart here, looking at that big center from Louisville, kind of what he can do. And let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see all of you on the next one.